picking up where we left off. Again, save as, I'll call this one boat04. The 0, by the way, if you're wondering, if I had something called boat 1 and boat 10, they wouldn't necessarily show up in the right order. Whenever you want to have files that are numerically increasing, always start off with a leading 0. That way they always show up in numeric order. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'm going to draw some ocean, but I don't want to draw it over top of my boat, because you notice if I start drawing over top of my boat, it'll start erasing my boat. So what I want to do is I'm going to add a new layer here. First of all, I'm going to select this. I'm going to click on this little bar up here and drag this down so I can see some of the layers. Now, this layer right here, the way to think about layers is like layers of transparent paper. So I drew this on a sheet of transparent paper. Now I'm going to put another piece of paper underneath it and draw on that. So first of all, I'm going to double click on this. That selects everything in my layer. I'm going to call this layer boat. Okay, so this is the sheet of paper that I've drawn my boat on. It's called boat. Now these little icons, this pencil means this is the current layer I am drawing on. This turns a layer off. I haven't deleted my boat, I've just hidden it. This locks my layer. So that way, nothing I can do. Here's my eraser. I'll just go all over my boat and nothing happened. Okay, when a layer is locked, you cannot change it while it's locked. That's a very handy tool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert a layer. And I'm going to type on this, double click on it, I'm going to call it water. So this layer is going to be called water. Now this layer is on top, so what's going to happen is I'll see my boat behind the layer. So this is now my current drawing layer. I'm going to zoom out to fit in the window. And I'm going to zoom out a little further, maybe about, let's go to about 90% would be good. And I'm going to use my line tool. I'm going to turn on my snap to objects. What this does, if I turn that on, what it does is it allows me to start drawing another line right where the last line left off. So first of all, I'm going to draw a little picture frame here. And then I'm going to draw some little jagged edges, and you can see that little dot there. That is where my end point is, and when I start drawing. Now again, I'm drawing on a new layer. I'm not drawing over top of my boat. Okay, now why did I do this? Well, I'm going to have some kind of fancy water here. I'm going to curve this out. This is going to make it look like waves. Okay, so there's my waves. Haven't saved this as boat 5 yet, so I'm going to go save as boat05. Alright. Okay. So now I can see there's my fill. I'm going to take my fill color. I'm going to make that blue. I'm going to set the alpha at about 60-odd%. And I'm going to fill that in. So now you can see I've got some nice water in front of my boat. Now I want some water behind my boat as well. I want another layer of waves. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to insert layer. Now I want this layer to be underneath my boat. So I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to drag that layer down till it moves under my boat. I'm going to call this one water 2. Now, here's a fun bit. I'm going to go to this layer. I'm going to click on it. That selects everything in that layer. I'm going to go edit and copy. I'm going to switch to the water 2 layer. I'm going to go edit and paste in center. And you can see now I've got another layer with water in it. So I copied it from one layer to another. Now I'm going to turn off my water layer and turn off my boat layer for now. And I'm just going to move this right about there. I'm going to change the color here. I'm going to make this a little bit blacker. So redo the fill here, make it a little darker. Show all. Okay, so that is done with the drawing. Now we need to add in a background. So I'm going to save that. And we'll start off the next one doing a